The healing touch of the earth. In a quaint village nestled among rolling hills and meandering streams, there stood a charming countryside home. It belonged to Emma's grandparents, a place she had fond memories of from her childhood. The house, with its ivy-clad walls and a garden bursting with flowers, was a sanctuary of peace and simplicity. Emma, now a young woman living in the bustling city, decided to visit her grandparents for a much-needed break. Life in the city had become overwhelming. With its constant noise, rush, and digital distractions, she yearned for the tranquility and simplicity of the countryside, hoping it could restore her weary spirit. Upon arriving, Emma was greeted with warm hugs and the comforting smell of homemade bread. Her grandparents, though older, exuded a vitality that city dwellers often lacked. They radiated a contentment that came from living close to nature and embracing its rhythms. The next morning, after a hearty breakfast, Emma's grandfather suggested she take a walk in the meadow behind their home. "Leave your shoes here, dear," he said with a knowing smile. "Feel the earth beneath your feet. It has its own way of healing." Curious, and eager to reconnect with her roots, Emma stepped outside, barefoot. The moment her feet touched the soft, dewy grass, she felt an immediate sense of relief. The earth was cool and comforting, its gentle touch soothing her tired soul. She wandered through the meadow, the grass caressing her feet, each step a whisper of nature's embrace. She strolled, the sights and sounds of the countryside enveloped her. Birds chirped cheerfully in the trees, and a gentle breeze rustled the leaves. The simple act of walking barefoot seemed to awaken something within her, the deep connection to the earth that had long been dormant. Emma found herself visiting the meadow every day, her walks becoming a cherished ritual. Each morning, she rose with the sun, eager to feel the grass beneath her feet. The experience was transformative. She felt her stress melting away, replaced by a profound sense of peace and clarity. Her mind, once cluttered with worries, now felt open and free. One afternoon, as she sat by a bubbling brook that bordered the meadow, her grandfather joined her. He spoke of the ancient practice of earthing, or grounding, the simple act of walking barefoot on natural surfaces. "It's not just about feeling good," he said. "There are real benefits. It reduces inflammation, improves sleep, and even boosts your immune system. We are, after all, creatures of the earth." Emma listened, fascinated by the idea that something so simple could have such a profound impact. She felt a deep connection to the earth, as if it were a living, breathing entity that she had been neglecting. Her grandfather's words stayed with her long after she returned to the city. Back in the village, Emma continued her daily walks. She noticed changes not only in her physical health but in her overall outlook on life. She felt more grounded, more in tune with the world around her. The simple act of walking barefoot on grass had opened her eyes to the beauty and healing power of nature. One evening, as the sun set over the rolling hills, casting a golden glow over the meadow, Emma sat with her grandparents on the porch of their home. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers and the distant song of crickets. She felt a profound sense of gratitude for the simple joys of life, for the connection to the earth that had brought her such peace. Emma knew that no matter where life took her, she would always carry the healing touch of the earth within her heart. The countryside home, with its gentle hills and whispering meadows, had reminded her of the power of nature to heal and restore, and she vowed to never again lose touch with that grounding, life-giving connection.